A few years ago, I had what everyone would call the perfect morning routine. I'd wake up at 4:30 a.m., journal my thoughts, hit the gym, and then I'd dive straight into some deep work. And from the outside, man, I looked really disciplined. I looked driven. But inside, I was exhausted. Not physically exhausted, but spiritually exhausted. There was this constant low-level anxiety following me around. This feeling that no matter how much I improved or how disciplined I got, it was never enough. That's when something hit me that completely changed my life. The self can't fix the self. And that's what I want to talk about today. This tension between Christianity and self-improvement, and the unexpected truth that I discovered about real transformation. Here's the thing about self-improvement. It puts everything on you. It says you are the problem and you are the solution. Now go and fix it. It's a one-man mission in which you play every role. You're the executor and motivator, and you're supposed to reward yourself when you succeed. At first, that feels empowering. It feels like you're taking control of your life until you fail. And you will fail. You'll miss a day. You'll fall short of your goals. You'll sleep through an alarm. That's when the guilt creeps in and those thoughts start flooding your mind. I'm lazy. I'm broken. Everyone else is getting ahead. There's no grace in that system, just constant pressure to perform. The truth I discovered is that when transformation is all on you, it becomes this heavy burden instead of the blessing it was meant to be. Have you noticed how obsessed self-help culture is with speed? Everything is get results in 30 days, fix your mindset in a week, or unlock your highest performance right now. But real growth, the kind that actually lasts, it's slow, it's uncomfortable, and it's messy. There are setbacks, struggles, and days when nothing seems to be happening. Christianity embraces that reality. You're not expected to have it all figured out by next Tuesday. You're invited into a journey and a relationship that unfolds over time. When scripture talks about transformation, it uses beautiful natural images, pruning a vine, molding clay, and refining gold in fire. These processes take time and can't be rushed. There's a profound beauty in the process because it's not rushed and it's not all on your shoulders. You're participating in something He's doing, not something you must manufacture alone. Now, this next point might be the biggest contrast I've found between these two approaches to growth. In self-improvement, your identity is completely based on your performance. Did you hit your goals today? Are you productive enough? Are you disciplined enough? Are you good enough? But in Christianity, identity comes first. Performance follows. You're loved before you achieve anything. That's where real confidence is built. Not from metrics or achievements or how your life looks on Instagram, but from meaning. When your identity is secure, you can fail without falling apart and grow at a sustainable pace. Burnout isn't just physical exhaustion. Burnout is what happens when your soul tries to run on hustle alone. You can have the perfect morning routine or productivity system and still feel completely lost because there's a limit to what you can optimize on your own. Self-reliance is sneaky. It masquerades as strength and independence. It looks like you've got it all together, but often it's just fear of surrender. Christianity invites you into something different. It invites you to let go and admit weakness, to say, God, I can't do this alone. And in that surrender, there's this place that makes no logical sense. It's not giving up, it's giving it to God. It's saying, I'll do my part, but I trust you with the results. Now, I know what some people are thinking right now. So you're just saying, don't try to improve, just pray and wait for God to magically change you. That's not it at all. Christianity doesn't cancel effort. It gives it a new foundation and a new purpose. You still show up, you still do the work, and you still build discipline. But now all that flows from a place of love, not of lack. You're not building to become enough. You're building because you already are enough. That subtle shift in motivation changes everything. It's the difference between striving and serving, between fear and faith. Let's get practical about what this looks like in real life. Both paths include habits. They involve setting goals, showing up, and doing the work. The difference isn't in what, it's in why. Self-help says control more. Christianity says trust more. So what does that look like day to day? You still wake up early, But now it's not to prove your worth, it's to honor your calling, to spend time with God before the world starts making demands on you. You still build your business, but now it's not your identity, it's your assignment. Your worth isn't tied to your revenue. You still hustle when the season calls for it, but you also rest without guilt because you know your value isn't tied to your output. It's the same for me and those of you building a personal brand or a big social media following. When you're building a brand, especially one centered around who you are, you will face the massive temptation to tie your identity to your metrics, your views, followers, revenue. I suck because I got 10 views. I suck because no one commented on my video. It's false. It's a lie. Yes, you got 10 views and yes, nobody commented, but that doesn't mean you suck. If your brand is rooted in self-help alone, you will burn out. I've seen it happen to so many content creators. If instead your brand is rooted in truth, in a secure identity that exists before and beyond your content, it becomes a calling, not just a content strategy. And when your brand is built from that place of security rather than striving, it's not only more powerful, it's more sustainable. It can weather the algorithm changes and trend cycles and slow growth periods because it's not the source of your worth. This is exactly why I created the Freedom Mentorship Program, not just to help you grow online, but to help you to do it without losing yourself in the process. Yes, we talk about all the practical stuff, but we also go so much deeper than that. We talk about your identity and values and the legacy you want to leave, because you don't just need another strategy, you need alignment. You need your brand, your beliefs, and your purpose all pointing in the same direction. When that happens, things really take off and your message resonates at a deeper level. So if you want to build a personal brand that's both successful and sustainable, check out the link in the description to apply for my Freedom Mentorship, because I'd love to work with you. At the end of the day, self-improvement will always whisper this lie: you're not enough, but maybe one day you will be. Christianity offers something better. It says, you're already enough, now go and live like it. I'll see you in the next one.